Live. Let's send the link.
Yeah, I want to get the
Go ahead.
I want to make sure that everybody has the YouTube live stream link. You know, our internal team.
Yeah, it's just it comes up. It's new each time.
Yeah, but Shaun said if you subscribe to our channel, you should.
Yeah, they have to do. Yeah, everybody should be subscribing and hitting the bell notification.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Everybody should be liking and subscribing. See, I don't know why that is happening right now. It's coming up with the previous wrong title.
Oh, the crypto market news? That's fine.
No, it's coming up with our last live stream, Cardano all-time high type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still accurate.
This guy up here. Let's see what we do over here. Oh no! Everybody gets to see the behind the scenes, whoever's watching right now. All right,
Dallas just caught you.
here. Woohoo! Now the show can start. Dallas is here. We need Snowshoe Leprechaun, ADA, yes. All right, let's start this bad boy. We lower the music. Puncraft in the house. It's all gonna crash. Kermit freak out. You think it's gonna crash?
Oh, don't be negative. Don't be negative. Don't trade angry, Pun.
Let's start this thing. All right, the markets are heating back up. Ethereum, Solana, which is Puncraft's favorite right now, and Cardano are leading the way in the markets. Ethereum's up $3,700 between DeFi and NFTs. I don't see Ethereum not going back to its all-time highs really soon. Bitcoin dominance is down to 41, which is usually a good sign for altcoin season. And I'm excited to see what happens with my Cardano during the smart contract launch on September 12th, and also our Dynamo launch of the game, or at least the test of it, very soon. Keith, are you excited?
Oh, boy, am I excited, Joe. Am I excited? I tell you, man, your Cardano's just been a Spartan out there. You know, it's just been phenomenal run. And
years, finally.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a really strong bull running through the whole crypto markets. But I got to tell you, you look at that chart on Cardano, it's one of the few that's eclipsed its all-time highs. You know, a lot of the other stalwarts, you know, they put in all-time highs a little earlier in the year, and now we've been clawing our way back. But I got to tell you, just Cardano has just been an incredible run, man. A beautiful chart, any way you look at it.
And I see Snowshoe Leprechaun talking about BTC still hasn't tested the 20-week SMA. I'm kind of wondering, though, with this whole right now, it's the world of NFTs and smart contracts, if we're going to see a slowdown of Bitcoin for a little bit, just because everybody's hot in NFTs and smart contracts and DeFi. It's going to be more of the world of Cardano, Solana, NFTs.
Yeah, and I mean, Joe, like the granddaddy, right? They came out, you know, Biddy came out, and it was, you know, your classic store of value. And now, as the market matures a little bit, people are starting to say, okay, you know, what horse do I want to back? Do I want to back something that's a store of value, or more of a utility, something that does something? And I think you're starting to see this divergence. And I think that's just the sophisticated money kind of being placed in other places.
And to go off Snowshoe Leprechaun, you know, Shaun and Keith and kind of myself, when these hot times with crypto markets, we still don't believe in TA at all. I don't think it runs with technical analysis so far. I mean, these markets are still too new. I just don't see it. Every time I look at the TA, I just don't feel like it. I think you got a 50-50 bet that it's accurate.
No, dude, we need that. Who is that crypto astrologist? We need her.
Yes, she has a million.
We need her.
Yes.
Man, I straight don't get it. I really don't. Mars in retrograde, therefore buy Solana. Like,
I don't know if you guys have seen her on TikTok. She has over 1 million followers. I don't know her name.
God bless.
She does astrology and gives advice on the crypto markets. And she claims to have the last two big dips. She's claimed to have accurately predicted them.
I was impressed. I didn't even really know what she was saying, 80% of it, but it was entertaining. I liked it.
I'm looking at some of the comments over here. We do not have Shaun here today. He had other prior commitments he needed to get done. He might drop in around 8:30. Oh, Social Leprechaun fake news. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So he knows what we're talking about. Yeah.
It's just what we believe. Oh, I thought he was talking about the TA. We don't really believe in TA yet with crypto markets.
Yeah, TA or astrology.
Yeah, or astrology. Yeah, fake news. Astrology. What's scary is she has 1 million people that follow her.
That's phenomenal, man. I don't get it. No, I don't get it. But right on.
I see somebody in here with Dayless that will need your help. Oh, he's asking Dayless to need his help with the NFT node up. So that's something that Shaun can help you on today. Puncraft, Solana, FOMO, and FUD. I am not going to talk FOMO today. There's too many people trying to.
Yeah, but I think, Joe, like, yeah, FOMO or not, like Shaun and I and you have been saying all along that, you know, this is typically a dead week in the markets. But I got to tell you, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it at all. And it's just, again, I love seeing that breakout and that divergence, you know, that broadening out of, you know, just pure Bitcoin and seeing what's happening at, you know, Ethereum and Solana and, you know, all the other guys. It really is impressive. I don't think anybody expected this kind of relative strength, you know, first week of September.
Yeah, this market turns around so quickly. And then kind of jumping off with Snowshoe Leprechaun saying about the, you know, with anyone can predict based off the BTC overcapitalized purchase percentage. What is it? They say Coinbase is at its lowest supply of Bitcoin since 2018, I think it is. A lot of people are pulling. I was going to pull it up if I could find it. So that is a good sign. That is a bullish sign that, you know, people are pulling Bitcoin off the exchange. Coinbase Bitcoin reserves drops to the lowest level since December 2017. They only have about 700,000 Bitcoin in their Coinbase wallet. About
Nice.
20 billion. So that's the lowest they've had in a long time. Let's see. I believe in TA for crypto. Vincent believes in TA for crypto. Hey.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, hey, to each his own. I think in terms of, you know, I do believe in, you know, technical analysis to a certain degree with a more established market. You know, it just feels like crypto, there's just a really short trading history, you know, of any significant volume or consequence to really put a lot of faith in TA at this moment.
Let's see.
Nice way to catch up, Vincent.
Bitcoin is currently, let's see what Snowshoe Leprechaun. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 0.635 of 1,000. Yeah, it's becoming more risky, but we have had a sorry, my glasses on, 28% bounce off the 50 week. Yeah, but there's so much of a high bounce back and forth on this. I just think there's too many people that are able to control these markets right now. Every time you see options coming up, it just magically the market dips. You think somebody's not controlling all this?
Yeah. Also, too, Joe. I mean, I don't know about the control thing. I mean, yeah, whales coming in and moving the market. Yeah. Yep. That's what happens. Actually, that's what happens in any market.
In any market.
But I got to tell you, it is a bit fascinating. You know, Bitcoin had that strong run up to 50 from the high 20s. And now it's definitely catching its breath. And I think that's the story here. Less what an amazing run over the last couple of weeks for Bitcoin, and more of, okay, are we consolidating here? It finds its footing and we move up. Or are we consolidating and money is flowing out to other coins? We shall see.
That's my big question right now with NFTs being so hot. A lot of people probably have pulled out and have been investing in NFTs. You see that when Bitcoin dominance is down to 41, typically that's the start of altcoin season. So I can see a lot of people, this is the NFT season. This is the season of NFT gaming. A lot of people are moving their money in different areas now.
Yeah, and I have issues with the term altcoin to begin with, because it basically is like Bitcoin and then everybody else, and I can't wait for the market to come up. We should come up with some new terms. Actually, where's Dallas? Dallas, we need new terms in the market, because I don't like altcoin. We need to get a little more nuanced and surgical with our terminology.
Yeah, if the market is matured, it needs to go past altcoin because it's Bitcoin, and you're seeing that the other coins are breaking away from Ethereum. Bitcoin now. Ethereum is not running with Bitcoin anymore.
No, Ethereum's been a Spartan too.
Let's see.
Dayless coin.
Dayless coin. Let's see. CDM. Probably people are moving money on stocks for quick cash, considering every now and then. The index has reached all-time highs. Yeah, this is a good place to really make some money right now.
And I'm sure there's huge tax implications, Joe, between now and the end of the year. The next 100 days, people are going to be making moves because, he's right. Wherever you're sitting, if you're an investor, you're probably sitting on healthy profits.
And thinking of that, they always talk about the cycles ending, and you have the crypto winter. And here's one story talking about crypto winter may not be a thing anymore because.
Wait, I got to interrupt, Joe. Hold on. Dallas gave you a layup. Dallas wants the Necro coin.
Necro coin, yes.
That was for you, man. Thanks, Dallas.
Yep. Learning a lot about Dungeons and Dragons lately.
Sorry. Back to you.
Where was I? Oh, yes. About, crypto winter may be a thing of the past, with a lot of institutional money coming into crypto. This may be the final time that you've really, seen where we go into a crypto winter, and things may continue just to kind of either, consolidate where they are or move ahead.
Yeah, man. And I'm also really kind of fascinated to watch where we go. Right now, presently, all asset classes are strong. I'd be really keen to see what happens, if and when there's some sort of significant divergence between maybe the stock exchanges and crypto. Do we see the stock market start to roll over at some point and money flow into crypto, and or potentially vice versa? Right now, we're kind of in this lockstep dance. I'd really be fascinated to see when people start pulling money, where they pull it from and where they move it to.
Yeah, as Snowshoe Leprechaun just said, we're still at 2.1 trillion. So, and things are moving ahead at 2.1. Wait till it's, we actually have a real market.
It's
still a very, very low number.
Early days. And I tell you, Joe, we were talking before we got on the stream. We were talking about the incredible work Axie Infinity is doing, and what it means. Pull that up. What it means for the players, that play to earn economy. What it means for the investors in their coin. Really fascinating stuff. And we're looking to get a little piece of that, bring a little bit of that to the Dynamo world.
Oh yeah, it's an unreal number to look at. This is from the Coinbase blog, so to me it's more of a press release than a news story. But over the last 30 days, which this part has to be halfway, over the last 30 days, Axie Infinity generated a head-turning $343 million in revenue. That's insane.
That is
absolutely insane. $343 million. Wow. 30 days.
Mind-boggling. The rate of adoption, just incredible. And, Snowshoe up on the boards, personally, I tend to agree with that analysis. There's a lot of tailwind taking you through summer of 2022. Gets a little murky beyond that, but I tend to agree. I do like that call, and Shaun's been saying something really similar. Volatility, of course, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, but everybody is looking for higher markets.
Yeah. And it's kind of sideways action right now anyway, because like it's a known fact in all the markets when people are going back to school, a lot of things going on. People just aren't, they've got other things going on right now, trying to get kids back to school across the country. You think 2022, just think if we stay in this until 2022, how high this is going. Because then you're going to have a lot of people jumping in. There's a lot of FOMO in. Keith loves the crypto words, the new FOMO, mooning.
I do, baby. Whole
guy that's used to the traditional markets and the traditional words. We have the new millennial words. BTC will continue to move sideways through Q4 and then peak in summer 20. That's a valid point, Snowshoe. I mean, because everybody's really focusing on other things right now. They really want, Solana and Ethereum and altcoin. Yep. We got a new term.
Yep.
Dayless coin.
And I think the peak of 150 to 180, that's strongly bullish. But putting that in perspective to where we are now, I mean, that's a screaming triple or, a quad from here, in potentially a year. I think curiously, I don't know if I'm all the way that bullish to 150, 180, but I do see it up at 100. But then I just do think, some of these exciting things, as you said, Joe, that are happening in the NFT world. I don't know. I think the money is going to flow to some of these other coins and maybe take a little wind out of the sails of Bitcoin in the process.
Well, that typically happens during altcoin season. I mean, that's what's happening right now. I was going to pull up. And one of the things people are talking about is, I pulled up the wrong one. Ethereum hitting hopefully 20.
Yeah.
Realistic. I think more like 10,000. I mean, 20,000 is really us being over realistic. You'd have to reach a really high market cap to.
Remember, it feels like eons ago, but we were all talking about, making our first entrees into the Ethereum world at 450 and 500 and how that just seemed so crazy. And then, you blink and you're at 1,000 and you blink again and you're at 2, just incredible.
Vincent's
oh my God, Vinny from the block. Yeah, all right, Joe, that's you, man. Go.
I have to make fun of it because, everybody's so high on Gary Vee. He's a great marketer. And doing what I do for a living in news, I know that he pays for a lot of those news stories that he's in. He doesn't magically he's good at marketing and getting himself in the news. But this whole restaurant NFT, who's going to buy an NFT to go to a restaurant? I think it's a write-off. I think it's a tax write-off.
But isn't it just like fancy code for like a ticket? Like really, that's like how revolutionary is that? Right. And, that model's been around for ages. You go to a supper club, you just buy an entry ticket, to the dinner, you get done with the meal and you leave. Like really easy. I just sort of feel it's oversold a little bit. The NFTs you take.
Like he says, it's more like a membership. But I'll say on the positives, what Gary Vee is doing is he's trying to push NFTs and crypto more mainstream. And he's going to be a good asset for that because he's very influential. But I think that this restaurant thing is funny.
I just don't necessarily think it is the most like earth-shattering use case of NFTs that I've ever heard of. And he's shouting it from the rooftops like he's doing, something game-changing.
Vincent makes a valid point. Costco, you didn't think you'd buy a membership to shop. What you do?
Yeah, no. I completely agree with the membership restaurant thing. Like I said. Okay. You
It's like
on?
Nike creating an NFT to back shoes. I'm more cynical on some of these. Everybody's searching for that use case. And I think some of these are just reaching use cases.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, candidly too. Let's just be honest. The Dynamo team. We spent months researching use cases, throwing everything at the wall. That would be relevant, impactful, executable. Avoid the ire of regulators. On and on and on. So I completely understand that. Like I said, I just think that, it's a membership to a supper club, and it's just really a grab at a headline to use the term NFT. Just a little underwhelming to me, but right on.
I see what Snowshoe Leprechaun is trying to say about how many shoes show up on marketplaces that are fakes from China, but you're still going to have the fakes out there. I mean, it's not going to stop bootleg me going to Harlem and buying bootleg shoes or Times Square.
Yeah, well, Snowshoe is right. We've done a lot of research in supply chain utilization of NFTs, and that is pretty fascinating. Highly complex because of there's multiple players involved. Everybody has to kind of be on board, so it's hard unless you have really tight vertical integration to achieve something like that. But I do like that as a use case. I think that's fantastic. And valuable, right? It solves a real world problem.
Yes, Dynamo coin is impressive. We need Shaun here to hear that.
That is true. Screen grab that.
He's
on the
replay. Out of his
meeting
in 8 minutes. Maybe he might jump in. Who knows? Who knows?
You texting him?
Yeah, you should text him. That's what the NFT is for, though. Collectors will pay. That's true. But the collectors, yes, just like anything else, collectors are going to buy those things, and other people are going to buy, fake diamond earrings.
Yeah, but at least you have the trust, right? I mean, the whole thing with the NFT is, you got the trust knowing that it is indeed legitimate, and it's not a knockoff. So again, I'm a fan of that use case. I just know that from a practical perspective, it's pretty hard to execute and implement.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I heard something over here. We got a lot of rain over here on my side. So I heard a lot of, my power almost went out for a second.
Yeah, I know. For anybody out there, we're getting the last licks from this Hurricane Ida that slammed into New Orleans. It has slowly but surely made its way up to the greater New York City area. And it is dumping on us right now.
Oh, God, I think a lot of people are starting to think we're just knocking on NFTs over here. We're not.
No, we're fans.
With NFT, we're fans of NFTs. I was just ripping on the whole use case of some of these people just like chasing for use cases. And I think this is a nice forum to like work through a lot of those use cases.
Yeah, Vinny's calling you out, man. No, he's actually in the studio tonight.
I was almost sent down to the hurricane, and last second, no. I'm used to going.
You love that stuff, man. You absolutely love that stuff.
I've been to many hurricanes, flew through a few.
So yeah, for everybody out there in crypto land, Joe is one of those lunatics that they actually stuff in that like bomber that they send into the hurricane, and they just fly through it back and forth. I think they call it the vomit comet. And this guy over here has been in it, or over there has been in it like 3 times. How many times?
I've been in 2.
Oh, yeah, better you than me.
The last one was a Cat 5.
Wow.
Interesting. Experience. It's fun because the guys going up are very experienced in it. They never crash, so it's interesting. Back to maybe we can NFT that. Probably NFTs will soon be one of the bragging rights for anything. Yeah, I think that's true 100%, Michael. I think that there's going to be a time where you're going to, on your Facebook page or your social media page, you're going to have bragging rights for all the NFTs that you own. I think people are going to have their NFTs up there on their social media platforms.
Yeah, and none of us have a problem with NFTs as a pure investment standpoint. Great, fantastic. It's an original piece of art, and you own the original NFT, and that has value. And the price will go up, down, and sideways, and that's fantastic and a fantastic use of NFTs. But Dallas is right. The Dynamo approach to NFTs is a little more commercial. It's a little more utility. Yeah, we want to do something with it, not an NFT for NFT's sake or NFT for art's sake. We do want it to be functional, and I think what we're going to unveil in the not too distant future is going to be really exciting. And yeah, we want to rip a page out of Axie Infinity's playbook. I'll tell you that straight up right now. I think that would be a phenomenal use case and do a lot of good. So,
and Shaun works 24/7 on that, so it will happen very soon. I thought we were almost going to see it today. We're almost going to see a practice run of it today.
Yeah, Joe, I think Friday, for anybody out there, I think we're going to try to do a bit of a sneak peek on the Friday stream, the Wine and Dine. So,
I'm going to see. Trying to see what else is up here. I did say when we were talking about that was the with social media, Twitter is still working away on Twitter reportedly working away on the tipping feature. So you'll people on Twitter, you can tip other people via the Lightning or you can tip them Bitcoin. That would be cool.
Would it though? Would it? I mean, just talk to me fundamentally,
a little bit. I got 100,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah,
baby amount compared to most people, but
You know what, Joe? I mean, call me like a skeptic. I like it, right? I think making it accessible and usable, good, great, all day long. But man, I know most Americans can't even do 15% of your check to figure out what the tip is, let alone I don't know. Maybe there'll be some app that'll calculate how many fractions of a Bitcoin to pay the bill or the tip. I don't know, but I just figure at a certain point, eyes are going to glaze over,
Well, it's because of, they're so into Bitcoin over there. He's going to try to push Bitcoin anywhere he can.
I agree. I just think it's so fundamentally dislocated. If you're talking about tipping, what do you tip? $2, $3, $4. That makes sense. You're going to tip 0.0000001.
Yes and no, because you got to think, you see these people with OnlyFans, these OnlyFans pages, the amount of money these people are making, and with OnlyFans, what they started banning was the adult content. A lot of those people are on Twitter. So I could see certain people getting paid in Bitcoin or tipped in Bitcoin.
So you're using the word tip to not mean my barista
you're sending them money
for $1. Okay.
No, you're sending them money for their content.
Okay.
That
I could see.
Yeah, and I mean OnlyFans really is blowing up in the last year. Let's see what Snowshoe. I'm telling me we got to bring some of these people on. NFTs also become increasingly expensive as you grow a brand such as Dynamo. If you release an NFT to your own OG, and then years down the road, massive brand that's kind of reading each one at the same time. I got to get better glasses. I mean, they should. Oh, this screen is tiny. They should just use Litecoin. Yes. I wonder why they're doing the Lightning. Yeah. Litecoin is the better choice. Litecoin is probably the best thing to move things back and forth. I haven't heard of Litecoin in a while.
Right. Yeah, they don't get good publicity. They don't, yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. We should hit up Shaun. Text Shaun. Let's see. I'll text Shaun real quick. Yeah, Litecoin has no value. Well, it's cheap to move back and forth. I think you're using it to move things, but there's going to be other resources to do that now. Let's see. I'm going to ask Shaun. I'm going to see if he's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Snowshoe's right, man. It consistently bleeds. Yeah, I don't know why. Bad marketing. I don't know. I don't really have, you know, the concrete answer as to why, but
Well, I mean, this is a hot season right now for NFTs. Nothing else is really going to do well. I mean,
mhm.
Bar, which has had the biggest promise for the longest time, and everybody's so hot and heavy on H bar, it's still around 33. Nobody's talking
Oh,
about that
true.
right now.
I can't wait. Like we're on a show. Like, yeah, everybody's just talking about Dynamo. That's where I want to get. Axie Infinity. Who?
I'm telling Shaun.
Yeah, it really is incredible the rate of all this is moving. You know.
I was texting Shaun, everybody, trying to get Shaun in. He was going to be done by 8:30. Possibility.
Yeah, who knows?
Done in. Let's talk about the Philippines. Yes, let's talk about the Philippines. We're gonna. I mean, that's going to be one of our main focuses is getting the gaming, Dynamo's game.
Yeah, and I mean that's the lead market for Axie, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely, you know, the prime market. So I think, I know that's definitely the first market that we're going to be focusing on.
Thoughts on the SEC XRP case? I think XRP is going to. I think this is all going to go away. I think the SEC was just going after a lot of cryptocurrencies, and they're not going to stop.
No, they're not going to stop.
They're not going to stop. I think XRP is going to. I think they spent a lot of money. It is going to be over soon, but I don't know if. I think a lot of it is hype. I don't think all these banks across the world are going to start using XRP. The newest thing I hear, XRP is going to be used in China. China doesn't use anything that isn't created in their country, and you're going to use
Made in
XRP.
China.
I don't know. I'm mixed. I think they're going to win the case. And yes, it's going to set a precedent. Winning the case sets precedents. That's very true. I don't know if it's going to win or is it going to be a settlement. Maybe this far in, it's going to be a win. They haven't settled so far, and maybe that's a good thing on, the XRP people to not settle.
Yeah, but settle or not, Joe, we know firsthand. You know, our legal counsel has advised us to, you know, be very aware because there is a concerted, broad, and massive push on behalf of the regulators to challenge, you know, anything crypto. So it's on the radar. Yeah, I suspect this will get settled in short order.
They're 100% centralized, and that's like Dalis is saying. That's about. I mean, they know they're centralized, but that's what their whole point is, to just move funds from point A to point B. But BitBoy crypto. But BitBoy says a lot of things because he has a lot of bags of a lot of cryptocurrencies. Now, we don't have a lot of these cryptocurrencies that we're talking about, even though I like some of them,
Yeah.
But, I'm going to be fair down the line. I kind of wonder if BitBoy's gotten to the point where he's kind of a little bit, I'm not knocking the guy, but,
He talking his own book. Book.
He tries to talk about it, a lot of tips and inside tips he gets. I just don't like doing what I do in news. You don't report certain things without having better verifiable proof of your sources. And I kind of question some of his sources. But I do think that XRP is going to win this case.
Yeah, actually, Joe, that's kind of fascinating. And I know we're talking about an unregulated, market, but the reality is, you ever watch CNBC in the more traditional markets, anybody you put on air who's talking about, the direction of a particular stock, there's always that disclaimer, individual X, Y, or Z is long such and such a stock or short or has no position. But there's at least that disclosure that, so-and-so is not running their own book, talking their own book.
Why you're at it, leave a like on this video. Yes.
Yes, whoever said that, do that.
Please,
do that.
Yes. They've been begging for regulation and the U.S. government hasn't done that. The case will be big. Yes. I mean, there's going to be regulation. There needs to be a certain level of regulation, so that more the institutions can get in. What happened? This is all. Yes. No.
We do not provide legal or financial advice. Please contact your financial services advisor.
I know we should be saying that more.
Yeah.
Bitboy is a fraud. There's a lot of people saying that. He's from my same neighborhood in East Cobb.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Get out of here, huh?
Down the street in East Cobb in Atlanta.
Interesting.
Yep. Invest only what you are willing to lose. I will say this about Bitcoin though. Bitboy crypto, once you get that big, then people start hating on you. Everybody liked them originally, and then you get the 1.5 million, 2 million followers, and then you've jumped the shark, I guess. That's when you truly know you made it, when people start ripping on you.
True. Yeah, and Snowshoe Leprechaun's right, man. But I'm blown away with how many crypto financial advisors there are now. We'll help guide you with your crypto strategy. It's mind-boggling.
Especially
you're full of garbage. You're full of You're full of it.
I mean, we have people on this stream talking to us that have more, probably better advice than I have, I think.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Those are the guys who are going to rip people off.
Yeah. Snowshoe knows what he's talking about. Dayless, all you guys know what you're talking about. Some of these guys on TikTok, I laugh at. There's one guy that has gold chains on TikTok. Has his shirt down to here. He wears like these dark sunglasses inside the house. And then he says, this is not financial advice. But then he goes on for the next hour and gives financial advice and calls people morons if they don't take it.
Yeah. What's he selling?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's in it for the tech. Yes, we're in it for the tech too. I mean, that's where it's going. It's going to be a TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is a fraud. But these influencers are finding their space. 1 million followers for a fortune teller.
I was just going to say, dude, we were talking about, the crypto astrologist, like game, set, match. Like, oh my God.
I'm reading some of these.
Yeah.
Yes. Scroll. I mean, yeah, who knows what's going to happen in the markets, up and down. You can go technical analysis and you're going to get a better shot at it doing your homework, but who knows? Who knows what's really out there behind everything, especially with a lot of these cryptos. A lot of the influencers say, there might be 4 or 5 cryptocurrencies in the end.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely get to a point of consolidation, but I think that's a long way off.
We are very much agree, Vincent. Tech is going to be the future. Yes, I kind of wonder how many, blockchains here to stay. How many corporations are going to end up having their own private blockchains, especially in your retail worlds?
Oh yeah, I mean that's a great question, right?
A lot of the large companies end up having their own private blockchain.
Yeah, you read the Apple announcement that they've partnered with 8 U.S. states where they're going to basically be able to house your driver's license. I didn't really get to dig into the particulars on it, but very curious how they're doing that. Obviously, that could be a fascinating use case for blockchain, right? Mm-hmm. Securing that. I kind of want to. I
think there's we say we don't need regulations on crypto. I think we just need a little bit, because you want the institutions in, and because the institutions have certain regulations of investing and needing to tell their stockholders what they're doing. They need a certain level of regulation so that it fully goes mainstream. Thoughts? I mean, that's my thought. Mr. Wonderful talks about it a lot. He's like, we just need a little bit of regulation. Kevin O'Leary talks about that a lot. He's like, I just need a little bit, so all the institutions and the big, can just jump in.
Yeah, and Vincent makes a point, about there being businesses basically, tokenize their coin but it's part of a contained ecosystem, right? It's part of their little corporate ecosystem. And then vis-a-vis, it would be centralized, but their goal isn't necessarily to do it decentralized. So I do see that happening. I definitely see that happening, as you said, Joe, within the retail world or manufacturing, for sure.
Corpo coin. Daedalus is the king of.
He's usually on point. He's usually on point.
Brand name king. We should just bring everybody on one day and have like a 12 box. Every man for himself. Would anybody ever be up for that one day where we just bring everybody on? I just send you a link and we all just jump on here. How many people are too scared to be on camera? Might be able to do that one day. If everybody's into it, do like a 10 box of
like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, because all of you guys are part of our show. It's not us; it's all of you guys. Yeah,
this is a good one. To be continued.
Yes.
To be continued.
Let's see. Nah, I want to grow money. We all want to grow the money. This is the better way to grow the money without regulation. It's shooting up and down and everywhere else, but. Let's see. Did we hit? Just hovering around the same. I was trying to see the end before he shut this sucker down.
Oh man, you just want Bitcoin to hit 50 on your watch.
I want to see it hit 50. Yeah,
I know you do, man. Heart's in the right place.
Got to get it going. I think once it hits 50 and blows past 50, it's off to the races. We just got to get past that 50.
So I think we're gonna wind down. Shaun just said he has tornado watch out by where he lives. So he will not be joining. He's gonna be sheltering in place.
Be right back. Afghanistan. Yep. Let's read the last couple and then we're gonna shut this down, guys. Try to get swatted. All right. So yes. What did we have here? Let's end the show by looking at the. We did not hit 50. I'm waiting for it to hit 50. I think it's going to go up. This is just my theory, not technical analysis, not financial advice. I'm just wondering once we pass 50 if we're just going to go off to the races. We've got to bounce off it. Or maybe Ethereum will just take off and, Bitcoin will go the other way.
It has been, man. It has been.
Yep. All right. Snowshoe, Vincent, Daedalus, Puncraft. The original OG Puncraft. All right, guys. We will see you on Friday with Shaun, and he is going to bring the game. And he has Skelly Pete. Oh, Just Stocks. I remember when I had Just Stocks in here. $20 investments at a time. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here.
Until Shaun,
Friday with the actual Dynamo game. We will do it. Bye.
See you Friday.